Hey, welcome back to the 30-day Kovacs AIM training challenge. I'm Matzo and I'm trying to improve my aim by practicing around 15 minutes a day for 30 days. My goal is not to just improve my Kovacs scores but to actually become a better gamer. So let's see how I did in week 3. We'll start it off with day 15. Today I decided to do it late. It was 11:15 p.m. I just got home, didn't have much time to do anything besides work, and I really didn't expect much that night. I just wanted to get it done. So I just sat down and said, okay, I'm gonna do this. Turns out I actually scored a few personal bests. Close long strays and pad track were mega rounds for me, definitely highlight material. And I think it was because I sat down just to do it, to get it over with. There was no time to overthink, it was just pure focus that night. Here you can see how the scores went. Now we come to day 16. It was about 5:30 p.m. and got here straight from work, though I had a beer in between and I thought I'd see what happened. Spoilers alert, beer and aim training don't mix. I think I even made a short regarding that. So no high scores, a couple of really low ones, a lot of fluctuation, and I guess sometimes you just have to laugh at yourself. So yeah, not much to say around here, scores will speak for themselves, and as you can see, it was really bouncy all over the place, though some scores were impressively high. I wouldn't recommend mixing beer and aim training, but it was still better than my initial scores, so yeah, even after a couple of beers, I'm better than I was at the start of this challenge. Day 17. I started after a personal best 5k run, so I guess I was already fired up. My blood was pumping and it paid off. I got 5 high scores and a bunch of rounds that felt amazing. And I realized also one more thing, that in Smooth Sphere, I was focusing wrong. I was focusing on following the ball instead of focusing on putting my crosshair on the ball. It's kind of weird because I would say that it makes sense to do it, but kind of just slightly shifting my focus helped me improve. Hop switch, close long strays, even under track, all were high score moments. So day 17 was a great day. Day 18, I was feeling kind of off. I did it also late at night. I was kind of hot, tired, not really in the mood, but you can surprise yourself. And I set some high scores anyway, even though I really didn't feel like I would and didn't feel like it. Very aesthetic especially was way better than I expected. So I guess not every day starts strong, not every day you feel like doing it, but pushing through pays off. So very aesthetic, under track, smoothing strays, all had high scores, and yeah, these are the results for day 18. And then we come to Friday, day 19. It was finally, I did it a bit earlier than usual, so I felt good, so I just went for it. It felt like a mix. There were a lot of repeat rounds, which I decided to do since I wasn't happy with the scores and thought I could use more practice. Wasn't sure at first, but I ended up setting some high scores. Ooh. That's my go-to. Damn. Oh, this is a jump. This is what you call a jump. Maybe not everything was awesome fireworks, but the progress is still there, still real. This week, I noticed that tracking still needs work. Definitely, especially when you take into consideration close long strays and smooth sphere. Those are my toughest challenges, but consistency is creeping up. And yeah, my goal is to reach 50th percentile in all of these exercises, so we'll just keep going. I hope by the end of this challenge I can show screenshots that prove that I belong there. Okay, on to day 20. Day 20 brought some excitement because I just upgraded my PC. I put in a new graphics card, the RTX 5070, and a new CPU, the Ryzen 7 5800X, and the whole setup is running smooth, so I was in high spirit. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. So I took a moment to focus on flicks during various static. I wanted to actually flick, not just move it slowly, because I saw a video that showed there's a difference between actually flicking and trying to move fast. So I did that, and I was still relishing the new CPU. After a long install, it took a bit longer than I thought it would. Had to get a lot of things done, but I managed to do it. And the results, they were wild. Boom, what the fuck? So Smooth Sphere shot up by nearly 50%, which was totally unexpected. So I guess apparently installing a new GPU and running a 5K in that day, that's a winning combo. So the highlights were definitely the under track, which was a high score, the light dash track, which was a high score, and as I mentioned, smooth sphere, which was a huge improvement, which I really didn't expect. Let's keep the days going. And next up was the final day of the week, Sunday, day 21. So that's week 3 completed. And I'll be honest, I really didn't feel like doing this at all. Had a really long day, a family dinner, just wanted to chill. But discipline means doing what you promised. And I was like, okay, I gotta do this every day for 30 days. Even when I was tired, even when I didn't feel like doing it, I did it. So I was like, here we go, one last push. Turns out the focus paid off. So smooth thin strafes hit a new high score. Ooh, okay. Scratch that. I'm the best around. And I also realized that I had to fine tune my micro adjustments, which really worked. Instead of using my whole arm to work kind of like in tandem, if the target is really far away, I don't have to use my whole arm. I can just use my wrist. And then if it's closer, I have to move my whole arm more violently, let's say. So Patrick got a new high. So you can check out the scores. And yeah, that was it for week 3. Looking back, this week basically had everything. Rush start, experiments with beer, experiments with running, massive leaps after a hardware upgrade, and some days where motivation was nowhere to be found. I guess I pushed through. But through it all, the biggest lesson was just showing up. High scores, the mega rounds, they all happen if you commit for the long term, not just when it's a perfect situation. If I didn't show up, I wouldn't gotten those high scores. If I didn't show up, I wouldn't get the good results that I managed to accomplish. And I'm really happy with that. The best moments come on days when I almost didn't show up, when I just wanted to do it. That's when I realized that I didn't overthink, that I was contrary to just wanted to get it done. I was actually the most relaxed while doing this because I was just focused on getting it done. I didn't expect to be this good at this. I'm not saying that I'm great or something special when it comes to this. This is just aim training 10 specific exercises. But I'm really happy with my progress, which you can see when comparing my beginning, my first rounds, and my rounds now and in this week 3. This challenge was not just about the aim, it's about putting in the reps, embracing the unexpected, learning something new every session, which I pretty much do and I try to share with you. And I hope sharing these ups and downs gives maybe you a little push for your own journey, because it did for me. It's cool to have something to stick to and watch your improvement, and leaderboards and these exercises are a perfect place to track something like that. It's really easy to see your progress and to feel satisfied with what you've done. So thank you for watching. Please drop a subscribe, follow, like, whatever it is that you're able to do. Also, be sure to check out my stream. I stream both on YouTube and on Twitch. I don't stream this challenge, but if this gets some traction, if people want to see more, I'll be sure to include it. And I'll be continuing with my next week, which is week 4, and then a video to sum it all up, because week 4 is 28 days. This is a 30-day challenge. So thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon.